Good evening and welcome to Newsbite. I'm Donna Crowie and making the headlines this week. Water restrictions lifted after recent heavy rainfalls. Plantation House plays host to dance competition. Atlantic Star to land at St Helena Airport, this time with a bigger plane. Girl Guides celebrate Well Thinking Day, and we have your latest sports roundup. The hosepipe ban and water restrictions imposed by Connect St Helena on the 1st of September 2016 were lifted on Monday, the 27th of February 2017. The island has been suffering from a severe water shortage since August 2016 after experiencing the lowest rainfall since 2001. Forecasts from the UK Met Office in November 2016 had predicted that the island would not receive any significant rainfall in the early months of 2017. However, February, which is traditionally one of the hottest months of the year on St Helena, turned out to be a particularly wet month with a total of 116.2 millimeters of rain recorded to have fallen in Bottom Woods. Other areas on the island would have seen much higher levels of rainfall, and as a result, the level of raw water stocks on the island has now reached over 62%. This is a dramatic increase when considering levels were below 11% in January. Bowsing of water has now stopped by Connect St Helena's borehole exploration project will continue to ensure that St Helena doesn't find itself in a similar situation in the future. Although our water situation is better, unpredictable weather patterns are affecting the entire globe, and there is no certainty when significant rains will come again. Therefore, residents are encouraged to continue exercising care to preserve water. Saturday, the 25th of February, saw a teaser of the not-so-strictly dance competition, which was hosted at Plantation House by Nicola Essex Grapevine Dance Studios. SAMS's Hannah Durnford went along to the event.
Around 70 people were treated to a night of performances by 8 couples who took part in the first, not-so-strictly competition at Plantation House on Saturday, which was hosted by Nicola Essex Grapevine Dance Studios. The aim of the event was to help raise money for charities on island, including the Disabled Society, Making Ends Meet, and the SPCA. Comparing for the night and keeping the crowd entertained between performances was Damien Obey and Luke Bennett. The 8 couples all had to perform the Boston and then a dance of their choice. Dances of the couple's choice included the waltz, the cha-cha and the salsa. 4 judges consisting of Nicola Essex, Meryl Joshua, Betty Joshua and Angelo Boboto then gave them feedback, both positive and negative, so they could fine-tune their performances for this coming Saturday. 2 performances were also done by Nicola and Angelo, who gave a demonstration of the cha-cha, jive, rumba and salsa, and also an interpretive dance. The night ended with a roundup from the compeers and one final round of the Boston, which the audience joined in with. Anticipation is now in the air for both dancers and the public for the big night this Saturday at Prince Andrew School.
Atlantic Star have announced that they'll be conducting a familiarization flight to St Helena using a Boeing 757-200 aircraft. It is expected to arrive at 2 p.m. on Monday. The aircraft is much larger than the Avro jet that was previously flown here by Atlantic Star Airlines. The aircraft is being operated by TAG Aviation, and the flight will determine how useful St Helena Airport could be as a fuel stop for planes traveling between Africa and South America. Atlantic Star has announced that in the long term, this could lead to commercial service being operated by TAG to the island. The flight will depart from Walvis Bay in Namibia and will stay on the ground at St Helena Airport for 1 hour before departing for Windhoek, Namibia. Atlantic Star has expressly stated that the exercise is not connected to the current SHG Air Service procurement exercise. Girl Guides around the world celebrated World Thinking Day on Wednesday the 22nd of February. The day is also the birthday of Girl Guides and Scout founders Lord and Lady Baden-Powell, and also a time to donate funds to the Juliet Low World Friendship Day. The St Helena Girl Guides celebrate this event every year. This year they went with the theme of Grow Knowledge by Talking Rubbish. Roxana Williams reports on the day.
Co-owner of Ambledale, Chris Bargo, was one of the invited guests to demonstrate how glass waste is being recycled on the island. He demonstrated the recycling process of emptying the glass into the crusher and also displayed some fine pieces of glass which had been sieved and utilized in building blocks. Landfill manager Patrick Crowie gave a talk about the processes that go on at the Horse Point landfill site. Shape also went along to talk to visitors about the recycling that they do and also show off their products from furniture to waste paper bins to plant pots. Environmental manager Mike Durnford showed the guides the different bins and what each bin is meant for.
Okay. The new bins that we have for glass are what we call eco bins. Okay, it's much the same as a wheelie bin. It's got a wheelie bin inside of it. Okay.
We caught up with guide leader Paddy Joshua, who told us what was planned for the rest of the day.
Well, the rest of the day will continue with the activities that you see going on here. There's a little bit of a lull at the moment, but we have our groups rotating, so everybody, hopefully, yes, will have a turn to visit recycling and waste management, Bertrand's Cottage, Girl Guides only, the fields, the food fields, and back here we've got activities going on as well. So one of the activities is grow your dance moves. Hopefully today some of the girls will take away some new dance moves. This morning, the before lunch ones, they're going on with Mrs. Obey and Mrs. Olive Williams, and I think they're doing things like the Boston, and there's another one that she's teaching them. We had National Trust in this morning to do Grow Your Footprint, where the girls are looking at all the areas that they already have put their footprint through forest schools or through brownies, going to Millennium Forest to grow brownie wood. There's a whole range of footprints that have already been printed, and we are taking them further on this journey of growth.
Here now is your latest sports roundup.
District T20 cricket began at Francis Plain on Saturday. RAS 1 advanced to the semi-finals after RAS 2 couldn't field a team. In the afternoon fixture, Levelwood edged a nail-biter to defeat St Paul's by a single wicket. The match was played at a high standard. St Paul's Dax Richards produced an innings of 69, but Levelwood's Siobhan Leo batted it and struck 77. St Paul's Gareth Johnson was the pick of the bowlers, returning 3 wickets for just 15 runs. On Sunday morning, Joey Thomas ripped through Jamestown's batting order with a haul of 5 wickets for 17 runs in 4 overs. Longwood bowled Jamestown for 92 and knocked off the score in just 13 overs. Darryl Leo's unbeaten score of 35 ensured they crossed the line with ease. Halftree Hollow advanced to the semi-finals after they defeated Sandy Bay with relative ease on Sunday afternoon. Batting first, they set a target of 166 thanks to innings of 49 from David Young and 44 from Andrew Young. Halftree Hollow then went on to produce a classy fielding performance and dismissed Sandy Bay for 92. Brad Isaac's 21 was the highest score by a Sandy Bay batsman.
Well, that's all for this week's Newsbite. Be sure to tune in again next week, but until then, you can find the best of St Helena's news in the Sentinel and hear more of the stories on SAMS Radio 1. I'm Donna Crowie, and thank you all for watching.